Crosspoint since it first opened, and we're so happy to be members of our church.
Our favorite thing about Crosspoint is an opportunity for us as a family to grow in our relationship with Christ. Also, it provides us a great opportunity to serve and be used by God. So we just enjoy that time that we have together, just to, as a family, be used by God and to worship together. To us, baby dedication is not only an opportunity just to publicly profess that we are dedicating our child to God and that our family's mission is to raise them up to love God and that relationship with God and to lead people to Christ ultimately. But it's also a great affirmation for us to know that there's a community behind us, because just in the 4.5 short years that we've been parents, we've learned quickly that it's not an easy job. It's the hardest job we've ever done. So the more hands that are involved and the more people that have a shared vision and shared values that we can put around our kids, the more likely that they will be to grow up and live a life that honors God. So that baby dedication is just an opportunity for us to kind of publicly declare that and just to see all the support that we have around us. So.
And we're not the only ones holding our kids accountable. It's the community that's holding our kids accountable that we really love, because it is hard.
To parents that are dedicating their babies today, we would just say the whole thing goes by so quick that really just kind of take an opportunity to enjoy it. As in everything in raising kids, it goes by so fast. So just take a minute to really listen to what the pastors are saying while you're up there, to really hear the prayers they're saying and soak it in. And then again, to understand that it does mean that we are all behind you in your efforts to raise a godly child. So just to know that everybody's there for you, that if there's anything that you need, that there are a lot of people that can reach out and help. So kind of just understand what baby dedication is, and just appreciate and enjoy the time together as a family.
As new parents, it is so difficult sometimes just to get through a day. You're thinking to yourself, did I take a shower today? Is the laundry done? We're doing snip checks. It's oh my goodness, what have I done today and what haven't I done today? You get caught up in those times, it can feel very overwhelming, but just remember the big picture. What is this all about? We need to make sure that we're keeping God at the focus, trying to raise those babies the way Christ wants us to. Think about the end game here. What are we trying to accomplish?
With anything that's worth doing, obviously it's going to be hard, and it's really difficult sometimes when you get bogged down in day-to-day tasks, and you have to balance work life and home life, and then you have to balance a marriage and the house and everything, and then you throw kids on top of that, and it really is difficult. But in those few moments now and then, where you can really kind of take a step back and imagine what it's going to be like, 10, 15, 20 years from now. And what is your vision? What is your goal for your family and your kids, and how you want them to turn out? And I think the only way to get to that end goal is to have a plan.
So as these amazing families come up on stage today, we're going to see some words that each family has sat down and decided together what they want instilled in their children. So many amazing different qualities. We wish we could list them all, but we can only list so many. So obviously the end game is for our kids to have a relationship with Jesus. But we're going to see some other words listed on the screen. And we just ask that us as a church come alongside them and pray for this family about those specific qualities that they want instilled in their children.
We are super excited to celebrate with these families today, what we call the cutest Sundays of the year. So please welcome these babies and their families to the stage.